live anyway.
You happy with these record settings, Bob? I'll just change it to obviously.
Yes, everything's all set.
Cool.
It's all set.
Is music playing?
Drinking, 2 shots to pour it out. I know what you're thinking, but tomorrow won't come for us. This life that we're living,
Just trying to find it on
ain't
YouTube.
never gonna give it up. Double shot for the gifted, and one more for us. There you go, drink it up. All this love in a cup. Yeah, we go slow, we go fast. Yeah, we can't get enough. We stay all day, all night, living in paradise. Remember, you don't get it twice. The time of your life.
I think it's because we're looping out.
This is the time of your life.
It's that lead, it's the socket going into this.
Remember, you don't get it twice. The time of your life.
Either works fine, fantastic, or it goes good. I have got it programmed into there, stream from there. But yeah, we'll be struggling with the data there.
No, we're not going that way. Oh, now make it last.
Is that what it is? Yeah.
And you last to the break of day. No, remember, you don't get it twice. The time of your life.
6.5 years.
This is the time of your life. Remember, you don't get it twice. The time of your life.
Right, so if I'm not ready, you're just going to have to chop between cameras.
Yeah, no worries.
Remember, you don't get it twice. The time of your life.
Test good, test good. Test, test. Test 1, 2.
those hands up for tonight again. Even in another lifetime, baby. And let's do tonight again. Even in another lifetime, find me then. And let's do it tonight.
While I'm setting this up, I'm just going to move the camera and give you a different shot.
Copy.
Exposure okay?
Slightly hot. Looks good.
Okay, I think I've got everything working. I'm just going to fix the setup somewhere and do an explanation.
Okay, copy.
Okay, count me in.
Okay, Bob, I'll give you 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hello everybody and welcome to another Cars on Toast here the 5th of May 2026. We're a bit late with the stream than we hoped. We had, as always, a few technical problems right at the very last minute, but that's what all the challenges are. Well, of course, the usual thing is we have a whole range of cars, as you can imagine here. There's everything tonight. We seem to have sports cars, custom cars, supercars, there's even a drag car, a few motorbikes, and of course the usual range of more sort of standard cars, if you like, enthusiast cars like minis and so on and so forth. And lots of powerful vehicles coming in as well. Now the live stream is going out on YouTube, as you probably know, because you're watching it on YouTube, and you can make some comments which will be fed back to me. If I get a chance to talk to somebody and ask them questions about their particular vehicle, then obviously you can ask questions about what it's like to possibly own that vehicle or drive it or whatever the case may be. So we've got several cameras working tonight. We've got Cone Cam, which is currently seeing people coming in from off the road. We've got Pole Cam, which is looking down on the car park at the back of Toast, and we've of course got another one, a roving camera, which is attached to the bus. And the bus, if Jess now changed the picture over to the Cone Cam, you'll see the bus there. That's the bus that's in front of Toast, which is available for hire for parties and that sort of things, and we've managed to establish our little studio in there, which is a nice little setup and allows us to have a little bit more flexibility as regards all the cameras. So going back and looking this way, as you can see, we've got the minis behind me, we've got cars coming in all the time. We've got the usual concessionaire stands over this way as well, which are coffees and pizzas and drinks and that sort of thing, which is quite good, as well as obviously inside Toast itself. Once again, it seems to be an excellent evening. Toast has been very lucky ever since they've started running these events. This is the second year now. They haven't had a rain on a single event. So it was threatening today, but obviously it's come well. So on that note, I'm going to hand back to the studio now and let you have a look at some of the cars that are coming in while I go and find someone to talk to about their particular vehicle. And there's a drag vehicle over there which is attracting some interest, so maybe I'll have a word with them as well. So I'll come back to you in a short while.
You're clear, Bob.
How did that look? Everything okay? Okay.
Tracking.
Yeah, all good, Bob? Can you hear me okay? Your picture is looking stable.
I've got your thanks. I've got Holland car coming in.
Happy for me to take you on that, sorry, Bob, yeah? I've got you live on that Zoom there, Bob, that's good. Sorry, Bob, please repeat.
Am I clear?
Yes, clear now.
whether to move or not. I was waiting to just tell me it's offshore.
Yeah, sorry Bob, you are clear, I did say sorry.
Just need to press the button a little bit longer. I just heard a click, nothing else.
Collar check Bob, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, no problem.
And you are clear.
Cut to me when you're ready, please, yeah.
Yeah, taking you live now.
A look at these Lamborghinis. In close-up. I like the security aspect of removing the steering wheel so the car can't get pinched. Nice touch. And another Porsche, Boxster. Back to the studio to see if anybody else is coming in at the moment.
video that's lined up, Jeff. I think it's Dynasty.
Stand by.
If you look at the video, previous video, you can see the poster on the screen.
I've got Toast promo.
Okay, then if you'd like to come back to me, I'll introduce where we are. Promo tells us about Toast, and then it goes back to a still. So if you go back to the front camera, it's still live talking from the outside.
Yeah, copy that. When you're in position, I'll give you a count in. Or are you just doing voiceover? Or... Okay, Bob. In 3, 2, 1.
Well, as you can see, it's a fantastic evening here, and I'm standing in front of all kinds of supercars, as well as the ones we've just looked at over there, the Lamborghinis. Just absolutely beautiful to look at. Now, for people that are watching this and don't know who Toast is, where Toast is, and what Toast offers, because obviously it offers a wonderful evening's entertainment with cars on Toast, but also it is a venue where you can enjoy a very sociable breakfast and brunch. And let's face it, these days brunch has become the new dinner. It's a nice thing to do with friends, and then you just get on with the rest of your day. So here's a little bit about Toast and where to find it.
Start your day at Toast. Looking for a breakfast spot that's more than just a meal? Welcome to Toast, your countryside escape just minutes from Worcester. Family run and full of charm, Toast blends modern, farmhouse and industrial design to create the ultimate cozy brunch space. Whether you're warming up by the fire in winter or soaking up sunshine in our beautiful outdoor dining area. Our menu, mouth-watering. There's something to tempt every taste. Bring your dog and bring your appetite. And don't forget to ask about a stroll through the nearby Bluebell Woods after your meal. Toast. Breakfast reimagined. Escape the ordinary and discover Toast just outside Worcester.
Okay, Jess, I've got Gavin to talk to about this. So let me know when you want to count me in. I'll just get you into the shop.
Yeah, once you're in shop, Bob, I'll count you in. Okay, Bob. In 3, 2, 1.
Well, I'm here with Gavin.
Yep.
And he drives this rather interesting Roadster. Roadster? No, what am I saying? Dragster. I'll get the words right. Obviously, it fits nicely in the Supercar League. So perhaps
Sort
you
of.
can.
Supercar performance at a fraction of the cost.
Is that right?
Absolutely.
So let's just get a bit of a close up on this. Just while we're talking there, tell me a bit about it.
Okay, so the car's called the Charles Bang Special. It was originally built in 1963 by Charles Bang in Cincinnati, Ohio. Charles was a talented fabricator and engineer. He decided he wanted to go drag racing and built himself a little dragster. Utilises a 49-53 8BA flathead V8 engine, bored and stroked. It's got a 3-speed side shift Ford gearbox. Again, early Ford rear end as well. And back in the 60s, 65 to 68, this was the fastest D-class dragster in the whole of the USA, with a best ET of, I believe it was 10.36 at 134 mile an hour. So, yeah, Charles campaigned it for a few years, decided he wanted to do something else, so switched to drag racing on dirt for some reason. The car got parked, and then the guy who owns it is a gentleman named of Edward Dean Butler. He was friends with Charlie. He happened to be at Charlie's place in the mid-80s, saw the car abandoned in a barn. He said to Charlie, "What are you doing with that?" Charlie said, I've give up on drag racing, I'm doing it on dirt now, I don't bother with tarmac drag strips. Dean said, "Put it together exactly as you ran it in the 60s and I'll buy it." And that's what he did. He restored it in the late 80s, early 90s for Dean. Dean's owned it since then. It's very rarely been seen. It did run once in 2004 over here in a track called Long Marston. Yeah, and then a few years ago I got to know Dean. I sold him an engine. I knew he had this car, so I wanted to see him anyway, just to get to see the car. And I said, "Are you going to race it again?" He said, "Well, I'm getting on for 80 now, I don't fit in the car. Take it away, recommission it, and have some fun."
Wow.
So for the last 5 years, me and a couple of mates, that's what we did. I went through it, recommissioned it, and we've run it solidly for the last 5 years, and it's been a hell of a lot of fun.
Wow, wow.
4-foot wheel stands, low 11 ETs, 116, 17 mile an hour.
So what are the categories then when it comes to dragsters? Are you limited? Is it weight of the car or is it the engine capacity?
Because of the style of it and the cage, we can't do like fully sanctioned MSA events. We do like what's called like the lifestyle events, which is all traditional style cars.
Right.
So we run in what's called the Wild Bunch. So the Wild Bunch comprises of slingshots, which is what this is called because of the shape of it. There's altereds, which are similar but shorter wheelbase, full-bodied. And then, yeah, we run with them because it fits our class quite well. But yeah, we stick to the lifestyle events purely because we can't run the fully sanctioned ones.
Right, okay.
And it's more I'll kind of see it anyway because it's all hot rods and...
I mean, they're spectacular when they take off.
Absolutely, but get the revs wrong on this and you'll pull a 4-foot wheeler.
Oh, really?
And this car has won trophies for the best wheel stand.
Right,
It's not what we aim to do by any means. It's you know, we want to keep it on the ground and have it going forward.
Yeah, yeah.
It looks spectacular.
Yeah. And is it the same as driving a normal car, clutch, brake, accelerator, or is it different?
Clutch, accelerator, master brake, purely on the rear axle.
Right.
And then your gear shift, because it's an early Ford side shift, it's simply, we start off in second, we don't need first because the gearing is just completely wrong for it. So second, and we bang you forward for third halfway down the track and get out the top end.
And what sort of speed you say you're getting to?
Best we've put on the car is 11.5 at 117, which for, you know, a 1949 engine was probably putting out 160, 170 horsepower. It's pretty good for what it is. And I'd say you could replicate this fairly cheaply compared to mega expensive drag cars.
So is it classed as a show car then, or is it?
Not anymore because we're racing the crap out of it. It was. I mean, Dean had it recommissioned purely because he knew Charlie, he knew the car, he knew the provenance of it and the history. He just wanted it in his collection. He's got a few cars, but I said it needs to be seen. People who love these old flathead engines. We used to have a race series in this country called the Flathead Meltdown, which just kicked back into existence last couple of years, and that was for hot rods cars. Anything powered by a flathead engine, you could come and race, have some fun. So we brought it back out, and you know, we've competed in Flathead Meltdown as well to support the class. But mostly we've run in Wild Bunch because it fits with us, and it's done on dialings anyway, so you can have, we've got 7-second cars in that class.
Wow.
All the way up to 12, 13-second cars. So it makes for some good racing, but you're only ever racing against yourself and you're dialing. So we'll dial in at 11.7 and we need to get as close to that as possible.
Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic. Thanks very much for that background information.
No worries, anytime.
Lovely to meet you.
And you.
Have a good show.
I will do, thank you.
Bob, you're clear. Cone cam has gone down.
Yeah, out the window, can you see a reason for that?
Please repeat, Bob. Please repeat, Bob. Cone cam is back, Bob.
Let's have a look at the show, power of the show.
Yeah, copy that. Happy for me to count you in, Bob?
Yep.
Okay, in 3, 2.
So we have the Cars on Toast car of the show, which is a Porsche. I'm not sure if it's a Carrera or not, I don't think so. Let's just have a quick look at a walk around. Beautiful black number. Oh, it's Carrera GT, so I wasn't too far off the mark. And people obviously relaxing and enjoying the surroundings here at Toast. They have I think it's an Indian specialist for catering. And it looks to be another excellent night. I really fancy having a look at that. What is it? Rally car? Ford rally car? I'm not too sure it's a Ford. I don't want to insult anybody. I shall go and find out. Back to the studio.
Lights clear, Bob. You're clear.
Just with Will from Hill, just setting up within 2 seconds.
Copy. Sorry, Bob. Please repeat.
When you are.
Copy that. I'll count you in 3, 2.
Hi again. Well, I'm with Will from Hills, who's sitting very comfortably in his nice Ranger, which is a sensational colour. What's the colour of this?
Turini purple.
Turini purple.
Turini purple.
And it's a bit of a beast of a vehicle. Let's have a look on the inside. Yeah, we go. So yes, tell us, Will, what's
So this one is a 3-litre diesel, fully spec'd, MSRT. As you said, Turini purple. It's a limited run of only a few hundred of these being built, and I think these are one of the first ones to be delivered in the UK. So it's got all the toys, all the whistles on, the full range of wild track spec. It's been upgraded to the MSRT.
what's MSRT? For people who don't know.
So from the rallying community, Malcolm Sport, so M Sport, rally tuning company. Malcolm Wilson sort of partnered with Ford to build MSRT products, so it brings rally cars and features like that onto the road.
Right.
So there's a lot of transit customs, ranges, and it's one of the latest creations.
Okay. And so, what's the intention for customers using this vehicle? Are they going to use it for hard work, or are they going to use it for something a bit more sporting?
It's in between both, really. We do see a lot that do get used on a lot of building sites. The Ranger can still tow 3.5 tonne. Can still obviously claim commercial vehicle, right vehicle, so some payload.
Sorry, carry on. I could hear you there. I was just waiting for you to continue what you were saying. So, saying about the Ranger?
So yeah, I've said it's the highest spec Ranger as a commercial vehicle entity. As we said, it's a limited run MSRT. They do some pretty cool colours out there. They've got the yellow green, bright green. They've got a pink version, but this is a Turini purple is the latest in their collection, which we've been very excited with. One of the first dealers in the UK to take delivery.
Okay, and what sort of customer are buying these vehicles? Describe their sort of activity or work or whatever?
Real range of customers. We sell a lot of these to sort of business owners, directors of companies, but then it's people that perhaps are interested in motorsport, the lifestyle aspect, but something that looks the part. It's a flash vehicle. It stands out from the crowd.
It certainly does. Lovely. Well, thanks for your time. I'm going to have a word with your colleague in a minute once we get set up for the vehicle that he's brought.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Will.
Bye.
Bob, you're clear. Audio is not synced on that close-up camera, Bob. A few frames out.
Yeah, I do know that. I'll try and keep the lip sync away.
Copy.
sorry, I'm going to have to make some pull-ups to go along. Can't seem to find the owner for this one. Can you see me in the back of the car?
Sorry, Bob. I've got everything but the end of that. Then what was the last question?
Think I'm in shot. I'm in shot.
Yeah, take a step to your left just so you're not covering the live logo.
Trying to find the owner of the rally car.
Copy.
Jess, I'm ready with Edward.
Copy that. I'll count you in, Bob. In 3, 2.
So I'm here with Edward, and it was a Ford. I was correct earlier on when I saw it from a distance. Now I don't believe you own the car?
I don't own the car, no. It's actually owned by the Navigator's dad, which is quite an interesting story.
Okay.
Navigator's only 16. He's a rising star and future Navigators for rallying. It's owned by Ian Ross. It's driven by Ian Ross, I should say. Ian Ross owns the rally school in Honeybourne. The car is a modern spec Rally 5 R5 Fiesta built by M Sport in Cumbria, which is Malcolm Wilson Motorsport. So it's a turbocharged 2-litre 4-wheel drive sequential gearbox. It's just been upgraded to this year's spec, so it's got flat shift, paddles, all modern turbocharged, anti-lag, launch control.
Wow, it's the full spec then. Yeah. So there's different categories, isn't there, for the rallies?
Yes. So this is in national rallying. This is the highest spec, which is R5, which is so it's basically a step on from Group A. So they're custom shells, custom engine builds. it's all quite an advanced bit of kit with. So it's four-wheel drive with a releasing centre diff and a very clever gas reservoir for adjustable suspension all round, adjustable anti-roll bars. Yeah, it's it is restricted, so the car runs a 32mm restrictor in it for the turbocharger. So yeah, it's pretty advanced.
Fantastic. Can we open the door and have a look inside?
Yourself. Yeah.
Could you open your side as well?
Absolutely.
That's fantastic. So could you just talk us through what people might not recognise?
As you can see, there's not really a great deal of Fiesta left in here anymore. So it runs a complete. Essentially, the floor plan is original Fiesta and some of the body shell, but obviously now it's four-wheel drive, so it has a prop shaft running on the centre. All the pedal box and the seating position are different. Obviously, you've got a sequential gearbox. You've got a completely custom-made wiring harness with PCM, which is a body control module. So it has computers all around the car, like a modern car, but in rallying that's quite advanced. So yeah, you've got that, and then you've got all your push buttons for your different controls, because being a rally car, it still has to be fully road legal. So yeah, so it has to be able to go in between on the road sections from the stages.
And all the roll bars and all the safety gear and everything.
This is all built by M Sport in Cumbria, and then my business, which is EJM Preparation, run it on events around the UK. We run 3 of these at the moment around different events. This one's obviously set to tarmac at the moment, so it runs a much lower ride height. We're on wet wheels and tyres at the moment, but yeah, big brakes.
When you say events, do you mean events like this, or do you mean racing events?
No, I mean racing events. So this would run all rallying. So this last Donington Park at the start of last month, where it finished 9th overall. And that was his first time out in the car, so he's pretty competitive. And Oliver Schofield, the navigator, so he's only 16, it's only his 3rd event. So.
Now, I seem to remember seeing something in the news not so long back about a young navigator that's rallying. Would that have been him?
Could well have been him.
Has he been in the news?
Been quite high profile. He certainly seems to be doing well. I think he's 17 at the end of this year.
Right.
And he looks to be taking a step up to actually driving the car. So yeah, it's quite exciting. Obviously, you've got carbon fibre doors, so you've got basically side impact protection should you have an accident, and then you've got a full roll cage. Sorry, the dog's in the way. And then you've also got a fuel cell, so the fuel cell is protected underneath the seats. And I can show you underneath the bonnet if you want.
Yeah, I'd love to. This is Rosie the dog.
Rosa.
Rosa, sorry.
Say hello to the camera. So yeah, so it's a bit different from a standard Fiesta. So your turbocharger's right at the back in the tunnel. Sequential gearbox and your centre diff are all on this side, and then all your radiator mounts are all remade and remanufactured on the front. And then you've got 2 computers at the front, so it runs 2 at the front, 2 at the back, and then 1 in the centre as well. So it's full body controlled, modern ECUs.
And so what do the computers do? They're just giving continual feedback of guards, fuel, and
so you've got on this you've got so this is FIA restricting, so that's what's called a pop-off valve. So that controls how much boost you're allowed. And then in the intake down the back is also the 32mm restrictor. So that restricts how, obviously it's a simple calculation, you can only produce as much power as the air you can suck in.
Right.
So I think they're about, off the top of my head, they're about 320 horsepower, but constantly large amounts of torque all the way through the rev range, so it's quite an impressive thing to drive.
Indeed.
So yeah, and then obviously up your top left there is all your fire system and isolator, so worst case scenario, should you have an accident, the marshals can pull those and turn the engine off, and they can fire a fire system that extinguishes any fire system.
And is that accessible when the bonnet's down?
Yes,
right,
absolutely. Yeah. And then the floor is all under shielded as well, so you've got aluminium guards in the engine and the fuel tanks and the rear diff, and then Kevlar on the floor protection on the rest.
Wow.
So,
and I mean, obviously these things, when they're flying, they really do fly and come down with a thump.
Yeah.
So I presume the suspension
is
really...
the way they land. I mean, I don't know if your cameras can show it, but if you look at the front, the way the front shock absorbers are actually, all the shell is redesigned so that the shock absorbers actually face like slant downwards, or custom made suspension, so it doesn't get any bump steer or dive. Right? Just on camera, 1 second. Just on camera, 1 second. But yeah, so also we've got show the back as well. So you've got provisions to carry 2 spare wheels, all of the rear suspension. The orange piece across the back is actually the anti-roll bar, which is changeable for different wet and dry conditions. And then the yellow connections at the back there for quick fueling, so you can actually dump the fuel in, so you can fuel the car very quickly.
So, I mean, you're carrying spares?
Yes.
I've never seen anyone change a spare during
do,
a race.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
how happens it?
On rallies you do, yeah, because obviously you can be, the other thing you could do is carry 2 spares. So should you be in the middle of Wales or in the middle of nowhere, you could actually swap the tyre compound, or you could swap the tread compound.
Okay.
So you could go, for example, you could, obviously you can only carry 2, but you could in theory put wet tyres on the front of the car to give yourself more grip if the conditions allowed.
Right,
So,
and then the equipment, the jack and all the rest of it's fairly quick, is it?
Very quick lift jack, and you've got sill stands in the car to be able to jack the car up very quickly.
Fantastic.
So yeah, and then obviously carbon fibre rear spoilers, all custom
Yeah.
made rear panels, and I say they were supposed to be, compared to the WRC cars, they were supposed to be affordable, but I think they were price capped to 200,000 when you bought them new, so they were still quite expensive.
Yes, yeah. Lovely. Well, thank you very much indeed for your time. That's been really fascinating.
Absolute pleasure. Nice to
Thank
meet
you indeed.
Hi.
Thank you.
You're clear, Bob.
wait till Nigel to get a burger and then he's going to talk to me. He's the photographer that takes all the pictures.
Copy that. I have lost your signal though.
Yeah, I've just switched the camera off to save battery. I'm on my third battery already.
Copy.
Oh, is it all looking okay?
Yeah, all looks good.
Okay, count me in when you're ready.
Okay, Bob. You both might want to take a step to your left a bit. Get more centre of the frame. Perfect. Okay, Bob. In 3, 2, 1.
So I'm continuing my exploration here, and with a well-known face to Cars on Toast, which is Nigel Wood, who is the official photographer. And I'm just stopping him
just about to eat my dinner.
Eating a really juicy burger. I caught it just right. We were standing still for 2 seconds. The events have been fantastic the last year or so, haven't they?
Yes, they have. I mean, it started at the beginning of last year. April was last year was when they launched, and it quickly took off. We went from half filling this field to filling this field, and we now get well over 300 cars an evening. Tonight is a quiet night, to give you a size of the scale of the event. Yeah.
But having said that, I think the weather forecast was a bit iffy, wasn't it? So
yes, it was.
I imagine a lot of people would perhaps rather not risk it for their lovely cars.
And it's still a little bit early in the year for some of the older cars as well. What you'll tend to find is from towards the end of May, beginning of June, a lot of people will get their older cars out and the more classic cars will turn up and they'll start bringing those out onto the road.
Sunshine helps with those, doesn't it? Now, I think there's probably about another 8 events. We'll run a diary in a second to explain to people when the next events are. It's all ticket only, of course. So over the period of 15-ish events that you've done, what cars have sort of really caught your eye?
I was born in 1970, so I'm an 80s lad, aren't I? So it's your Ferrari F40 and a Lamborghini Countach for me. So you take me back to that era over some of these modern supercars anytime. Right,
okay. And you're obviously, as well as doing the photography for Toast, you're selling photographs as well, as I understand?
Yes. Yep.
So where can people get hold of the photos?
So either online, Nigel Wood Photographs, either Instagram, Facebook or my website, all have exactly the same title. But I'm here on the second Tuesday of the month. I'll be here with a pop-up stall with some of those photographs on there, but also digital album. So if you want to order a picture, then we can get it for the next time.
Okay, and probably the most important question is, are the burgers good?
First time to try one of these this year, so I'll let you know that one a little bit later.
Okay, fantastic.
Thank you.
Back to the studio.
Cheers.
Thanks, mate.
Bob, you're clear. His mic was much louder than yours, so I don't know if you need to just reposition yours or boost your end.
I think the next video prep is Dynasty.
Stand by. Dynasty Finance standing by. Thumbs up when you're happy, Bob. Okay, counting you in 3, 2, 1.
As you see, the evening continues unabated. The music is playing, the food is being consumed, the drinks are being enjoyed, families are having fun. It's a spectacular evening and I'm surrounded by cars which I'm trying to find the owners of. The thing is, if I'm not quick enough to catch the owners when they first arrive, they disappear. So it's ever so hard. So I'm sorry about that, but we're hoping to make the whole process interesting for you. Now, the event is sponsored by Dynasty Finance, and for people that would like to own one of these beautiful cars or supercars that might think they're out of their budget, perhaps this little bit of information from Dynasty might give you an idea how you can afford one of these.
Ticker 2 is running. Be back very quickly.
cut to me for a slow zoom out, and then after that I'll move somewhere else to let you know when I'm clear. Thanks.
Copy that. Is that with or without your audio?
With audio, please.
Copy that then in 3, 2, 1.
So there's the studio, and somewhere inside that school bus, Jess is holding everything together, technically, while I climb this hill with far too much equipment to speak to owners who, unfortunately, unless they're about to drive off, I can't find anyone to speak to. And in particular, there's a Alvis here, which is a beautiful classic car, and I would love to find out more about that, if only the person concerned was here. But not to worry, as you can see, it is a packed parking, packed field. I can see Nigel's got his drone out at the moment, so I'm sure there'll be lots of pictures coming soon from him in the next week or so on the social media. And I'm really spoiled. I'm surrounded by a plethora of cars, but not their owners, sadly. Anyway, we'll keep battling on. We'll go down to the main concourse and see if we can find somebody to speak to at the supercar end. And if not, there's always the minis. People love their minis. So I'll hand back to the studio in the bus, and I'll be back in a moment.
Clear.
ready to talk to Bill about his Mini.
Copy that, Bob. Are you in front of camera or behind?
I'll say out of shot this time.
Copy that. I'll bring you live in 3, 2, 1.
Well, as you can see, I've got a lovely Mini in front of me, and this is owned by Bill. And Bill is going to chat to Bob and tell him all about this particular car. But he's just been accosted by people. We're listening to you now. Okay. Bill, tell us all about it. It's all on here.
So it's a Mini 35, 1994. It's a standard block, but brought out to 1293. But I've done the specialist components conversion to make it 16 valve with throttle bodies and fuel injection. Okay. So all of the head and the throttle bodies and the ignition system are off of a BMW K 1100 LT.
Wow.
Motorcycle.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, is there a lot of conversion you have to do to get the components to fit?
There's a bit of conversion on the surface of the block itself, so you have to block out some holes to put new studs in, but 3 of the studs in the back line up because the design of the engine the BMW used for that motorbike, they copied the A series engine because they liked it so much. When they bought Rover, so they bought the design basically, didn't they? So
very clever. And is that sort of information that's easy to come by, or is this something that you've had to research yourself?
It's stuff that people have told me as I've been doing this for 10 years.
So this is obviously not the first one you've done then?
No, this is the first one I've done. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations. And what about the rest of the condition of the car, the bodywork, interior? Can we have a look inside?
So this has been completely stripped down to bare metal and then rebuilt.
Oh right, so it's concourse conditioned throughout. And have you had to fit extra valves and dials and indicators to compensate for the difference to the engine, or is that just...
No, it feeds off of the ECU, so that will work straight into the rev counter, and then everything else, because the bottom end is all the same, so the speedo works exactly the same as a normal Mini.
Oh, okay.
There's no difference.
Okay. And as regards when you uprate the engine like that, do you have to consider anything else to the suspension and the underside at all?
It's fully adjustable suspension. It's slightly stiffer yellow dot all round, so it's slightly stiffer on the suspension, but everything is now fully adjustable, so all the camber and everything on front and back is all adjustable as well.
Superb. And is it a car you use for pleasure, or is this purely for events like this to show off the quality of your work?
Mostly for events like this, but I mean, if it's a nice day, then I'll take it out and run it around Worcester as well. So.
Oh, you're a local man then, yeah?
Yeah.
Lovely. And I know that there's quite a big Mini enthusiast group in Worcester, isn't there?
Yes, there is, yeah.
So I know a friend of mine's son was heavily into it and had a lot of help from people like yourself, I think, that had a bit more experience to hand. And what's it like to drive? Does it change very much? I used to have a
really
Cooper S at one stage.
It's really good fun. 106 brake horsepower, so that's enough power to get it going most places.
Yeah.
And,
And it sticks to the ground quite nicely.
It does. It's slightly lower, but not a lot. Wanted it so I can still use it day to day.
So now you've got this under your belt.
Yeah.
Are you tempted to go a stage further with something else, or?
Not at the moment. It's only gone back on the road this year after a bit of a problem with the engine, or with the gearbox. So that's been fixed and it's now back on the road. So, yeah.
And you've had it? Have you had a complete respray as well?
Complete respray as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It really is nice. Congratulations.
Thank you
very much indeed, Bill. Thanks for your time.
Cheers.
Cheers. Enjoy the show.
Thank you.
You're clear, Bob.
Okay, do you want to cut to me? No audio because of its copyright for the music. I'll just pan around the car park.
Copy that. Let me know when you're happy.
Am I live?
I'll take now, Bob. In 3, 2, 1. You're live. You are live, Bob, just in case you didn't hear. Bob, I'm just seeing the camera looks like it's on the floor. If you are panning, I don't believe you've got the right camera in. Clear, Bob. Like you would have hoped for the car of the show, the guy would have been there, really, wouldn't he? But there's not much happening on the. There's not much happening in these two shots, really.
Okay. So if you
just
turn the camera up the field.
I've just been sort of rotating through, to be fair.
It's made it more interesting, anyway.
Yeah, when there's been people sort of hovering around here and stuff, but yeah, it's
What
just.
time is it now? So it's 7 o'clock. So it's the time I anticipated winding it up, really. I'm almost low on the batteries as well. I find one more person to speak to. It's like that the show car. It's just the owner's not there, you know.
Well, that's what I was saying. You'd have thought they would have been around, but
Yeah. It's a great shame. I could always try and talk to the guys at bikes. They usually like to hang around bikes. Was my audio better next time round? They said after talking to Nigel it was quiet.
yeah, it was. I don't know if you switched your mic. The last guy you spoke to, he was a little bit sounded quite distant, so I don't know if there was something with his mic.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try the guy at the bikes.
Cool.
Video-wise, what we've got left?
We can use
Dynasty.
Start your day at Toast. Looking for a breakfast spot that's more than just a meal?
That's previous. It's going out because it's on 3 overlay 3. Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's on overlay 4.
That's strange. It's not going out anyway. So
No.
the
Can't get it down to.
camera.
Ready to talk to Dan about his bike?
Okay, copy that, Bob. I'll count you in 3, 2.
Well, as always, we've got so if you're a petrol head and would like to join your tribe here at Cars on Toast, just remember it is ticket only, so keep an eye on all the Toast socials to make sure you get one just as soon as they're released.
It had just gone. Let me count you back in now, Bob. I've got control again of Bobcam. So counting you live in 3.
He's got this drag racer going, and obviously giving it a bit of whirly for the crowd. I'm with Dan, who is a new owner of this 650 Kawasaki. Yeah.
Yeah, it's only a Ninja.
It is a Ninja.
It's not as big as some of the bikes you can get that in their range.
Okay, we'll just pause a second. Apparently there's...
I'm not sure what's happened. I can get you in preview. Oh, Bob, I've got your live picture now. I'll count your audio live in 3, 2, 1.
I'm with Dan, who is the owner of this 650 Ninja Kawasaki, a recent owner, I hasten to add, so he's a bit nervous about telling us some of the details.
I have nothing from you at all, Bob.
Should be back on in a second.
Copy that. Yeah, I'll have you back. It's on your roaming cam. Okay, Bob, let's try again. In 3, 2.
So, the evening continues. It's starting to get dusk now. There's been a few cars leaving. There's still a few people arriving. But I'm with Dan, and he is a recent owner of this lovely green Kawasaki Ninja. So let's just have a look at the mobile camera and look a bit closer. There we go. Right, Dan, fill us in with the details.
Well, I only passed my test a couple of years ago, so this is my third motorbike, and I wanted something quicker.
Well, that's
pretty much.
Yeah. So what was yours? What's your history with the bikes then? What did you start with?
I started on a moped, a little Peugeot V-Click. Rode that for 6 years. Basically, run it into the ground, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I went up to a 125, and then after doing another CBT, I went, yeah, I've got to go and do my full license now.
Excellent. And I know the licenses have changed so many times since I've always done it. So what's the story these days then? Are you limited to a 650 or is it horsepower?
As I've done my full license, I can now go up to basically anything.
Oh,
really.
Okay. And so obviously it's a big step up to go from a 125 to a 650.
Yeah.
What was the learning curve like?
It was alright for me because I've been riding previous on a little 50.
Yeah.
All you've done is gained an extra 50 horsepower out of it. So it's not really anything.
Well, that could scare a lot of people if they're not careful.
Yeah. It's all clutch control though. If you've got clutch control, you'll be alright.
Yeah, clutch control and balance, that's very true. And it's obviously it's a monoshock suspension. And how does that differ to your 125? Because presumably that wasn't.
No. And it's more. This one's got a radiator. Mine was air cooled. The 125 was air cooled. So.
And did you buy it from new, or is this
brand new?
Oh, congratulations! So you've been pleased with your purchase then, and everything you've done with it?
Yeah.
So what's the furthest distance you've done?
Just to and from work, really.
Okay.
So it's my only means of transport.
Right. So you're local?
Yeah, I'm Worcester. Worcester, lad.
Cool.
Born and bred. Anyway.
So you're not lusting after another one then? I mean, you're obviously there's a couple of mean-looking bikes here.
I wouldn't mind a couple of more, but it's having the money for them at the minute.
Well, this is true. This is true. But having said that, you are the cheapest form of transport at the moment, aren't you?
Not on fuel, really.
Really? So what does it do then to the gallon? This?
Yeah.
No.
It's not great.
Well, it's not as bad as some of these rather nice cars, is it?
Yeah, it's not as bad as a car.
Lovely, Dan. Well, thanks much indeed for your time then. I know I dragged you away from the corner there, but I think people need to see a bit bikes.
I think there's a couple of more bikes riders hanging around.
What if you send them my way? I'm going to hand back to the studio while I sort my technology out.
There's one there.
You're clear, Bob.
Lining up the owner for the Aprilia.
Copy. Just so you know, Bob, the mic on that guy you just interviewed, again, it sounded very distant. So I'm not sure if it was on, like, if there's a setting that's been knocked or something.
Ready with Gonzalo as soon as you can.
Okay, copy, Bob. Count your live in 3, 2.
So I've moved across bikes and I'm now with Gonzalo, who is the owner of this Aprilia, which he was just telling me some items that he's changed.
Yeah.
So fill me in, what have you done?
So
It's like different.
now it's 660, so it used to be black and red basically. So I've changed all the decals, took the red all off and just put a big Aprilia logo on it. It's got a few more in there, and the front one as well used to be red. I put the exhaust with a map, tail tidy, I've got a seat cowl as well, changed the mirrors, got the wing as well, and some other bits and bobs like a seat cover, that tank part of that. So just a few little
So it's
bits.
been sort of artistic changes you've done then, rather than sort of any sort of major physical changes.
Yeah, so probably the major one was the exhaust. It's a full system.
And are these graphics all available commercially, or did you have to get them specially made?
Yeah, so there's a guy on a few groups. He does all the Aprilia logos. So came from Italy actually, the whole sticker kit, and I just done it myself with the help of a friend, as it takes a lot of time and patience.
I was going to say, lining it all up must be a real game.
Yeah, a bit of pain. Yeah, then the mirrors as well, then the screen.
What is that, new or different?
Just a taller and darker.
Taller screen. Well, what have you done to?
Just different. So they used to be sort of like similar to that.
Oh, I see.
Just standard.
And has it changed the performance, the handling at all? Just the simple things?
Not really, no. The exhaust, because I've mapped it as well, so you can notice a bit of a difference on the torque, and a bit of a power sort of comes a bit earlier. You can feel that, but apart from the rest, it's just cosmetic stuff really, just to make it a bit more personal really.
So what is it, 660?
660, yeah,
660.
so 100 brake, and it weighs I think 180, 190.
Okay.
So,
and are you lusting for anything else, like the next one, or is this going to keep you going for a bit?
Well, I don't know, I've had like 10 bikes in the last 3 years, so I don't know. I've had this for almost 2, so it's almost, we'll see.
Okay.
I think time will tell, I guess.
No, I think you're here with your partner, yeah?
Yes. Yeah.
So how does she find it on the back here then? Because
it's not too bad, I think, for her. I mean, I've had a couple of adventure bikes and stuff. It's not the comfortable bike to be on, but it ain't terrible, I think. I've got another one, but it's more of an enduro, and that's a lot worse, so she prefers this one. But,
oh really? That's interesting.
Yeah.
Because I used to have a Tiger,
Yeah.
second generation Tiger, and my wife enjoyed the passenger seat side of that. It was comfortable, and also she was down behind me, not exposed above. And I'm always apprehensive whether you're in a sports position if your passenger is feeling comfortable because they've got a clear view of what's coming.
Yeah, that's it. And obviously, I've had a Tiger 900, funny enough, and she just like fell asleep on it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's just dead comfortable, and you had the top box and everything. So it's different things. We don't do that kind of mileage anyway. So
have you noticed that? I mean, you're talking about the same bike. Obviously, we had the same bike. Mine was a 900 too.
Yeah.
What about back ache at all when you're in a sports position compared to the enduro? When you transferred over, did you notice any difference?
Not really, because I've always had sports bikes, to be fair. So I've had R1s and V4s and Ninjas. So I'm always used to. Sometimes if I keep an adventure bike for a bit longer, then I jump on this, and it's you can feel it a bit, because it's not too bad, to be fair. It's not full-on sports bikes with almost like a race position.
Already. That on the wrist and elbow.
That. So it's a fairly sort of mid-term. It's not upright, but it's not lay down full tuck position. So.
Oh well, it's a beautiful bike in a beautiful condition, and thank you very much indeed for your time to tell me about it.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll hand back to the studio.
Clear. The front wheel on that bike there. Bob, I don't know if you want to maybe just pull the camera back a bit, get a bit wider to get more bike in. That works.
Far back as I can go, because I'm in the way of the traffic.
Copy.
Okay, ready when you are.
So we're continuing the theme of bikes, and I'm with Mark, who's just been telling me how comfortable this particular one is to ride. So would you like to fill me in with what it is? You're right in front of the camera there, my friend.
I do apologise. Sorry, mate. He's always in the way.
Do you want to fill me in, Mark, with what we've got here and a bit of a story about it, a bit of a history?
So it's Ducati xDiavel 1262 S.
Right.
160 horsepower.
And
feet
you
forward.
go on, sorry.
So it's feet forward,
So you can have them with the feet back as well, but it's his feet forward. For being tall, it's quite good.
Now, you're taller than I am, so I reckon you must be about 6'4", something like that.
Yeah.
And we were just talking about bikes, and as I've mentioned earlier on, I've had a Tiger, a Enduro bike, and a few other comfortable bikes rather than sports bikes. It's not really my scene. And you said you'd done the same thing. You transferred from one of those bikes to this.
Yeah.
And you found this more comfortable.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's why I chose it, really. Because of the sheer size of it. But it is quite a big bike. And I think being 6'4", 6'5", it is, you know. I went around Wales a couple of weeks ago, we did probably 600 miles, and it was absolutely fine. As comfortable as you like, as fast as all the sports bikes with me.
Right, okay. And it's obviously corners well with those tyres.
Corners as well, I've used it all. So yeah, corners as well as all the sports bikes. So yeah, it's a tremendous bike. You wouldn't think it would handle with a 240 tyre on the back. But it's just, I don't know how Ducati do it, but it just does.
I mean, I've never ridden a V-twin. And I've always thought that they pull slightly when you're blipping the throttle.
I think you've got power all the time.
Yeah.
You've got so much
but
torque.
it doesn't kick to one side at all.
I think the thing is you've got so many aids on this. So you've got corner and traction control, wheelie control. You've got all sorts of aids on it, which you can switch off as well.
Right.
But you can nail it. There's about 120 odd pound of torque.
Right.
Which is quite a lot for a bike.
So run me through some of the technology these days, because obviously it's beyond me now. I mean, I was basic start, stop and go. So what have you got?
You've got launch control.
Launch.
So that's maximum throttle.
Yeah.
It'll come up with a warning. You let the clutch out and it will control traction, wheelie, stability, everything, and it will just give you maximum acceleration.
Oh, really?
So I'll be honest, I haven't done that yet because I'm not brave enough.
So it will wheelie then?
Oh yeah, it will, easy.
Good grief.
Yeah, you turn. You've got 3 rider modes. You've got sport, urban, and touring. So touring and urban, 100 brake horsepower. Sport is 160 horsepower with everything dialed down.
All right.
So you sort of need perfectly dry roads, perfectly straight roads for that, because it is a bit nuts for that, really. But yeah, so you can be as safe as you like. You can ride around in the rain with a big fat tyre on, and it'll dull the power down and put the traction control to maximum. And
So it'll sense it is raining, will it?
Oh yeah, you'll have red lights flashing all the time, and
okay.
You've got to tell it. So you've got to put it in wet mode.
Right.
And it'll dial everything down.
Well, you've obviously been riding as long as I have, I would say.
Yeah,
and
40 years.
Yeah, that would be about right, unfortunately. But there you go. What is your view on this generation of bike with all these safety controls and all these warning lights and all the rest of it? Do you find it a distraction to actually what you're doing and enjoying?
I've always been all against it, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Norton Commando before this, and it was 79 horsepower. It was a beautiful thing. No aids at all, absolutely nothing. And I think that was absolutely fine for that. But I think 160 horsepower, I think with no aids at all. And it's only a matter of just clicking a button and then it just does everything. There's no distraction, nothing at all.
Okay.
It just rides different at all.
Right.
It hasn't got things like automatic suspension and stuff like a lot of the Tours have got. It hasn't got that kind of stuff. I don't think it needs that.
And
yeah, I used to be against it, but maybe it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Maybe
And
getting older as well. Maybe.
Well,
it's a good thing.
You don't buy a bike like this when you're getting older and want to take it easy, do you? And what about your partner on the back then? Because that's doesn't look like the most comfortable seat in the world.
Yeah, she's only tiny, so she's all right.
Yeah.
She's okay.
You still know?
I'll be honest, a lot of weekends I'll say we're going to do the weekend, she'll suggest she'll go out on the bike. So
Okay.
quite often she'll suggest it. She's a bit of a legend, really. So
Excellent.
yeah. But she's all right. You do ride different with her on the back, I'll be honest. Though.
Well, yeah. And what about your tank size? It's all a full tank, is it? It's not a false tank.
It's sort of like that underneath. So yeah, it'll only get you probably 120 miles, I suppose.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
so I think it's about 20 quid. So
Okay.
it looks big, but it's not a massive tank, really.
And what's it doing to the gallon these days?
52, 53.
Oh, that's fairly respectable, isn't it?
Yeah. We did 3 days in Wales a few weeks ago, and we did probably 600 miles, so it was easy doing 50 to the gallon. And that's enthusiastically riding it as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've obviously met up with other riders then that have obviously got a different range of bikes. Are you still happy with this one? Are you not tempted for something else?
I've only had it since September, this one, and I think it just does everything. and it just looks. I think it just looks good as well.
Yeah.
Everybody, you know, it could be 6 of you out, you'd all park up, and everybody walks to this one to look at this one.
Right.
It's just that little bit different. Really.
It's definitely got the Batmobile sort of look on that tyre, isn't it?
Yeah. It's not going to last much longer. I don't think that's.
No. Go on, how much?
230 quid for a rear tyre.
That to me is a lot, but is that average
I
these
priced it
days?
up before I bought the bike, if I'm honest.
Right.
I thought if it's ridiculous money, I'm not going to buy the bike. But 230 quid, but I think it's only lasted 6 months.
Okay.
So probably 350 quid for a set of tyres.
Well, it's a passion, and you obviously love it, and thank you very much indeed for taking the time to tell me about it. Thank you very much.
Nice to meet you.
I'll hand back to the studio.
Cheers, mate.
Clear.
I'm going to set up somewhere to wind it up now.
Copy that.
Took the video for toast menu.
The diary.
You set up the video for toast menu, and I'll introduce that, run it, and then come back to me, and I'll wind up. And if you can then spin the video forward to the last video.
Yeah, copy that. Thumbs up when you're happy. I'm sure you know currently your camera is on the camera that's on the ground.
I'm just waiting for a car to come down. If you can cut to me in 5 seconds, please.
Copy that. Cut into you in 5.
As you can see, the cars are starting to wind down now. People are leaving. There are a few people still actually enjoying the evening. There's no mad rush to leave, but the cars are certainly departing like this one at the moment. So behind me you can see what's going on. There's still music going, there's still music playing, there's still food being served, there's still a queue for the food. And talking of food, if you haven't tried Toast's wonderful selection for their breakfast and brunch, and I speak as an expert in these matters because I've certainly been here a few times and enjoyed their breakfast, along with Jess, who's sitting in the studio doing his part tonight. Here's a little bit of a taster as regards what's on the menu at the moment, the current menu.
one Cuba.
And there you are, a nice little taster for your morning meeting or lunchtime meeting or whatever. Come down to Toast out at Flyford Flavell, which is 10 minutes from Worcester on the A422. Just drive past Speicial Gardens and you'll eventually get to it on the right hand side. Plenty of parking, as you can see, plenty of parking. And they have numerous events. There's also all sorts of other businesses associated here as well. There's a new flower venue that's opened up and some cycle I don't know if it's cycle repairs or actually a cycle shop, but there's certainly a cycle specialist here as well. So you can see why Toast is very popular with not only motorists, passing people, mums that like to lunch or brunch as the case may be, as well as cyclists and people enjoying the Worcestershire countryside. So if you are interested in a live stream for your event or exhibition, this is available. We've run all this entirely off a one-person tripod with multiple cameras, and we've had multiple cameras, as you've seen, at the entrance, which Jess has been flipping through to give you an idea of some of the cars that have been arriving. We can attend and help you promote your service or product or event or exhibition. So if you're interested in doing that, please contact us through any of the social contacts which will pop up in this next video, and by all means we would love to chat to you about it and see if we can help you make the most of your event and sell more tickets and help you obviously recoup your costs, because in this day and age everything, as you know, is getting more and more expensive, and you spend an awful lot of time and money preparing a wonderful event like this, and you really want the world to see it. And if you've got a niche subject or a specialist gathering or a specialist range of potential viewers, customers, contacts, whatever it may be, this could be the exact medium for you. So I will say good night. I will also thank Jess, who's sitting in the bus studio, which is behind me over there, and he's done a cracking job tonight. And I'm looking forward to actually seeing the final video myself, because all I've been seeing so far is just my camera setup and the conversations I've been having with people. I do hope you've enjoyed the conversations we've had. I'll be putting a timestamp on the YouTube video probably tomorrow, so that if people are interested in seeing more information about the Dragster or the motorbikes or the Mini or the other cars that we were talking about, the Ranger car over there, then obviously you'll be able to jump straight to it. So until then, I shall see you on the next live stream, wherever that may be. It may be cars, it may be boats, it might be something completely different. Who knows? But thanks very much for watching, and goodbye.